apple and blackberry crumble. Oh, lovely green apples. Oh, these are gorgeous. I think the Granny Smith is perfect because it brings a lot of acidity to a sweet dish. So I think that would be great. Oh, look at these beautiful blackberries for apple crumble. Blackberries, yep. Oh, I think Paddy's Markets is my absolute happy place. Hi everyone, welcome back to Markets Menu. It's Larissa Takshi, winner of MasterChef 2019, and I'm back in the Paddy's kitchen to show you guys my family favorite recipe for an apple and blackberry crumble. So the first thing we're going to do is cook these beautiful Granny Smith apples. I've chosen these apples because Granny Smith has a really lovely acidic but sweet flavour. And obviously apple crumble can be quite sweet, so we want to choose an apple that is good to cook with and that has a good level of acidity. Don't throw these away either, guys. You can actually put these in the oven and dehydrate them into little chips. It's good not to waste any of your scraps. So obviously we've just peeled it, nothing too crazy here. Straight down the middle, we're going to go half, and then obviously we're going to do it again, so into quarters. And we just want to chop away this core center here, so the seeds and the core go away, just on an angle with your knife. And then we just want to cut it down just very roughly, like so, and straight into the pot. Now it's time to add our sugar. I'm just adding here 2 tablespoons. I'm gonna add some lemons to this as well. I want the zest and the juice. You don't necessarily taste lemon, but it does bring out the flavors of the apple and the cinnamon. And of course, apple crumble is sweet, so we do want to add a bit of acidity to balance out all those flavors. We're just going to use half a lemon, that should do for the apples. So we're going to put some water into our apple mix. Once I put this on medium-high heat, it just adds a bit of steam into the cooking and it helps break down those apples. I'm going to put this on a really high heat and I'm going to bring it right down to a simmer for roughly 10 to 12 minutes, just so that these apples can tenderize. I like to put the lid on because it does help bring the mixture to the boil. So while those apples are cooking away, I'm going to start on my apple crumble mixture. Okay, so I'm adding 3/4 cup of oats, 1 cup of flaked almonds, and just remember guys, you can spice this mix up however you like. You can add different nuts. I like to do it with pecans sometimes or hazelnuts. I'm adding some white chia seeds. I've got 2 tablespoons of that. Now we're gonna add a bit of sweetness. So I've got honey here. I guess if you add honey to your apple mixture, this could technically be healthy for you. And I've got some ground cinnamon that I'll also add. So I'm just adding roughly half a teaspoon. I don't like it to overpower, but just sort of give that little hint of cinnamon. And again, you can use whatever spice you like. Sometimes I even put a bit of fennel in there as well, just to add a bit of extra pizzazz. And now we're just gonna stir this up. So just using a spatula and starting to create little clusters, which is what we want. I wanna add some salt to this mixture as well. Not to make it salty, but just to balance out the sweetness in here. Thank you, Todd, handsome boy. Trust me, you will thank me later. Okay, let's have a look at these. Ooh, okay, definitely has come to boil. Give it a quick stir. You can see a lot of liquid has come to the bottom of the pan. Now we're gonna bring this down to a low simmer because we wanna reduce all of this liquid here and the apples will further tenderize. Give that another 10 more minutes, guys, and it should be ready to go. Okay, so have a look at this, guys. So as you can see, there is no liquid left. And the apples are super tender. I can even just mash it with the back of my spoon. So now it's time to put this mixture into our crumble pan. Time to scrape all of our apple mixture into our pan here. And now we just want to level all of this mixture out. So here I've got some fresh blackberries. They're also in season. So get your hands on these because they're amazing. And sprinkle it around anywhere you like. Okay, so now we've got our beautiful crumble mixture that just needs to go straight on top. Okay, again, let's just spread this out evenly. This is going to be so delicious. Now it's time to bake our crumble. I've set the oven at 200 degrees. We're gonna bake this for roughly 25 to 30 minutes, but I will check this at 20 minutes. Okay, so this has just come out of the oven. It's been roughly 25 minutes. Or you just have to have a look at the crumble and just see that it's all golden brown. To finish off, I'm gonna drizzle some of this beautiful maple syrup. This just gives another element of sweetness. And for presentation, it just adds this little glossy shine to the crumble. Beautiful. You can serve this with ice cream, custard, yogurt, but I love to serve it with creme fraiche. It's a bit sour, so it kind of counteracts all the sweetness that's going on in the crumble. This is my apple and blackberry crumble for today's market menu. You can find this recipe at sydneymarkets.com.au. Enjoy, and I'll see you guys next time on Markets Menu.